How you doing, sir?
Doing good, man.
I think this is Two Bros Podcast, episode 103. 103. Good day, party people. Lames, losers, lovers, haters.
Ooh.
Don't be debaters.
Don't be debaters.
You can't debate. I love debates.
I love debates. Well, that debate's not a thing anymore. You can't debate. You
Why?
just get canceled.
Oh, God.
You just get,
It's canceled.
you get hashtagged.
Yeah, that's just true. It becomes a Twitter debate.
Yeah, exactly.
Like who can tweet the most.
You're racist.
Yeah.
You're done. Don't buy Goya.
Don't buy.
Two Bros Podcast.
What up, it's your boy Chappo. Out here in LA.
Trying to get lost in the subway. Thank you, Valencia, but I'm about to head on the train heading to Madrid. I'm telling about Two Bros Podcast on 13 Ghost TV. Like, subscribe, and send us a few messages. I don't hablo mucho español, but I'm doing the best I can.
What happened with Goya? Somebody just saw this. And now that Goya's out, what are we doing?
The CEO or the owner or whatever, whoever runs Goya, basically said that he likes the president. He likes what the president is doing, and that's it. And so now I'm supposed to hate Goya now. Motherfucking do all these beans.
You grew up on it. Like,
yes,
it fed you through most of your life.
Just chill.
Wow.
Or you know what? Then just don't go buy Goya.
Yeah, just you.
But now
you yourself.
Right now, once again, we gotta be all part of this.
Campaign.
Well, no Goya for me.
Gosh.
Oh, I can make my own frijoles and it's okay, fine, whatever.
I got some sofrito upstairs. It's amazing. It's all done. It's prepped. I mean, high in sodium. A lot of salt.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
Careful with that.
Yeah. So maybe that's what they'll link it to.
Yeah.
Goya's been killing black folks for years with their high sodium products.
Dun, 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 dun. Goya.
No, I'm just waiting. I'm fine. You don't want to buy that. That's great because that means in a few weeks the price is going to go down and I can stock up on shit.
Wow.
That's me.
I saw. So is that what your post was referring to?
Oh, and on Twitter.
Yeah.
I said when this price goes. Yeah, I'm going to stock up.
It was a Goya thing. Okay.
Yeah, it was about Goya.
I just couldn't see it. I was riding and I saw it and I was like, I shouldn't be looking at this now.
No, not when you're driving. Yes. By the way, my wife says thank you for wearing your helmet.
Yeah.
She's really happy.
Good. I'm glad she's happy.
She actually put a smile on her face. She was like,
ta-da!
He's got his helmet on. I said, oh, that's great.
And I dedicated it to her.
I saw that. That was awesome.
I dedicated the helmet wearing to her. And
I do, however, get cautious when you're looking down all the goddamn time. I'm like, hey, that's more important.
No, but when I'm looking down, I'm actually staring at the road. The phone is here, and the road is right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
the way it's set up on my bike is set up exactly.
Minimal distraction. Gotcha.
Now, when you see the front view cam, that's from the GoPro that's mounted on the front of the bike, and it says the 4 Live.
Right.
And that's showing. That's just mounted, and and you barely can hear me because it's like windy. But boy, today's track was we did Wantalk Park, Cedar Creek Park.
Okay.
Right off of Seaford.
Okay.
It was, I think it said $10 to park, but then there was no sign there. No one was there taking money. Mm-hmm. Place was packed. We could barely find. It was 10 parking lots, and you couldn't find a parking spot.
Wow.
So as soon as we kept riding around, seeing somebody pop out, boop, we jumped in, and we had 2 cars with a total. We had 6 bikes in Mario's truck, and then I had 2, so 8 of us today. And this thing takes you all the way to Jones Beach.
From
the trail from Cedar Creek Park, Seaford. Yeah.
Okay.
All straight to Jones Beach.
Wow.
It's 9 miles. And boy, oh boy. Badass. It's a nice ride. Mm-hmm. It's clean. The pavement is nice. Tons of people. Mm-hmm. Again, the fierce. The guys, your show is gonna happen. Your show is gonna happen because it's almost now we're about to have a rival crew. Like there's a crew that's you guys got your little toy bikes. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna write itself actually. So that would be very interesting. Yeah. So what's up with you, young man? How you doing?
Doing good. I got some birthday festivities. Got a kid's birthday party to go to later on today.
That's fun.
So it's gonna be nice. Parents got a pool, so
yeah, so that's always fun. And people are loosening up a little bit. I see they put the basketball rims up today or Friday.
Where?
In the parks, in city parks.
In the city or in
the city?
Oh, okay,
city
okay.
Park, right here in Queens.
No, I mean in Queens because we live in Nassau County. So
Yeah.
That was
Sorry.
never a thing.
Yeah,
so.
it was. They never took them down, but
Yeah.
but they said you couldn't play. Like they just
Right, they closed the parks.
Yeah.
And
no. Rosedale Park over here is open. They put the rims up. Kids are out playing.
that's good.
Yeah.
I've always thought through this whole thing, I think the worst thing you could do is not go outside and play. I understand that okay, you got to be distant, and you got to make sure you don't have 50 people neck and neck next to each other.
No one should be licking each other.
Right, exactly. But a handful of kids playing in a park, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, I would think so, and I think it's important for them to. I think we said this before. You got to get the bumps and bruises early, or else you don't develop the tolerance for them.
Exactly.
You got to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You got to spit up some blood every once in a while.
Yeah.
And you got to kind of just take your lumps. I mean, this is.
But now people, and unfortunately, and we were talking about this. I don't know if we were recording when we were talking about this earlier, but all of a sudden, you can't. It's either one or the other, and so it can't. So that analogy that we just made, which is apropos to 99% of us, somebody will bring up, unfortunately, the people that got really sick and got hospitalized and eventually passed away.
Correct.
So, you almost can't win.
I know, but I think the biggest thing that we all struggle with, and I think struggle is the right word, is that we struggle with that, like you always talk about the gray area, the medium, and how we can just. Okay, we can coexist. You could have the sick people and the non-sick people.
Yeah.
And we can share the world here. We don't have to cower. My biggest fear is always we're cooped up inside, and you look out and go, wait, they're playing.
Yeah.
There's kids out there. What do you mean? They don't look sick.
Right.
And you're sitting there cowering, waiting for, your little federal check, and,
I got to worry about it, man. It might be making us weaker.
It is. I think
it might be making us weaker because there's going to be some, guaranteed, another 10, 12 years from now, there's going to be some other shit coming around, whether it be a pandemic or, who knows, maybe
I think this will happen again.
Maybe Canada will get their balls up and then say they want to invade New York or some shit like that.
The Trudeau warriors are coming to get you. Justin Trudeau. What about the, I saw, maybe it was a politician from Minnesota, and I guess I should get the facts right before I retell the story. There was a I don't know what his senator or something in Minnesota.
Okay.
And he was literally standing at one of these Black Lives Matter rallies, and he was trying to be with the people and everything, and they were like, "Oh, so you want to march with us? So are you gonna commit to changing this? Are you gonna this? Are you gonna?" And he put his tail in his leg and kind of walked off and was like, I can't do this. And they was like, well, then we voting your ass out.
Photo op ruined.
Whoa, boy, did he shit the bed. I gotta find his name. It drives me crazy not remembering this. I just thought about it, but man, you can't win. There's no winning.
No.
There's no winning in it. I don't believe that a decision gets made in the action of doing it.
Well, that's what people don't understand.
Right. Well, let's have the conversation.
Yeah.
But we're not going to solve anything here.
The needle gets moved kind of slowly.
Slowly. It's because your rhetoric or your chanting and your what do they call it? Fervence,
your enthusiasm.
Yeah, all of that makes it uncomfortable for me to not want to respond. So I want to make sure I'm okay, protect myself. And then we'll figure this shit out later. Because let's go to the classroom or let's go to the pen, the boardroom or something.
Right.
Figure this out because this is not going to work. But yeah.
My Miles' godfather, Clyde Ruffin, who was no longer is he a city councilman, but he was a city councilman. I think June he gave up his
left the office.
Didn't seek re-election. It was time for re-election.
Okay.
He didn't want to get re-elected, and so he bowed out. But he had a meeting with, he's bridging the gap between community people and state legislatures and stuff like that.
Right.
And he says the difficult thing is that these young people, while they have a tremendous amount of energy, while they have a tremendous amount of enthusiasm, they don't understand how things work, and they don't understand that you have to be willing to move the needle slowly. Move it move it a little bit here and then a little bit here. They want things done now.
Yeah. What?
and things are not going to happen now.
No.
And then you start putting demands on people, and people don't respond to demands.
No.
Nobody responds to demands. Nobody.
It just doesn't work that way.
It does. From your kids to your wife, nobody responds to demands.
Right. You always get the, it'd be nice. You could do the John Travolta, please would be nice.
Yes.
I just don't like being yelled at. Please.
Let's get this right, Buster.
If I'm curt with you, it's because time is of the essence. So, please,
Mr. Wolf.
fuck you very much.
Where I'd love to know where the fuck he was when they called him, because it's like 8 o'clock in the morning and he's in a tuxedo at a cocktail party. So just shows up in a
8 minutes and something. He came up really quick.
Yeah, I'll be there in 10. Where was he? Like, that means you got up at like 6:30.
Yeah.
And you were somewhere at 7, and
or you never left. The party's ending from overnight, and still, and maybe was at Trixie's. No, because he went with Trixie afterwards, right?
Yes,
Joe's daughter,
the guy's daughter, right?
Yeah,
right.
So maybe he had one of those overnighters.
Who knows? That's one of those movies that just like it has. Like, the more you watch it,
so
you
many
get
spin-offs.
tons of questions.
So many spin-offs you could do with those with Pulp. So many avenues you could. We still haven't seen the brothers, the Vega brothers,
Yeah.
which was supposed to happen,
We still don't know what was in the goddamn case.
Don't know what was in the case. They say this Marcellus soul.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard that more than anything, but then how could you put
Well, but it's recognizable because everybody who saw it says, is that what I think it is?
Is that what I
think
it is?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it'd be interesting to know.
I think it's a Fabergé egg.
Okay.
I think it's something like that,
like a fancy Fabergé egg.
Yeah, like one of these movies. Or Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11 or 13. I think it was the one with the
Fabergé egg. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's my truth.
I'm resting on that it was the Holy Grail.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus is
the cup.
Ooh.
The cup of the carpenter.
Yeah, that was
the actual Holy Grail.
That would be pretty badass.
And Marcellus needed it. That's what
well, he got his hands on it,
right.
and he, at least somebody had it, and that would be fun. Like Indiana Jones type of guy found it. Brad was working at a school. Maybe he was an archaeologist or a teacher or something.
See, look at those links.
Look, it just goes.
Look at that. It just
passes. Have a whole new
passes. A whole new movie.
QT, you owe us a check.
What's in the check? What's in the case?
Yeah.
What's in the case?
Is that what I fucking think it is? Boy. Anything new? You've been watching anything new?
No.
No.
Not really. New. The whole Goya thing kind of like took up some time, and I'm like, okay, I've been tuning out.
Yeah,
that's another thing. I've been tuning out, and I pop in every once in a while, and once I see it getting a little silly, I just put it down. Well,
yeah, because I have since been writing. Mm-hmm. I've had no time to check social media.
Yeah, you don't do it.
It's foolish. It's just so foolish of what people are saying, posting, and and if it's not something positive or uplifting, I'm really not interested in seeing the ratchet stuff. I think that's kind of played out now. I hope it is. I mean, I'd be happy if it's played out because it's just like really.
I'd love to see, and I don't know about you, but I'd love to see like an actual like conversation about something. But anytime somebody brings up something different, they get hated on. Like you see Marcellus Wiley. He's a sports commentator.
No, I didn't see this.
He's a former defensive end, NFL player. Grew up in Compton. Got a scholarship to Columbia University. NFL player, had a good career, commentator and whatnot. And so he made a comment basically saying, he says, "Look, we have to allow ourselves, like, okay, we're down for all this, but we have to allow people to disagree with it." Yeah, and not be gung ho about it.
Yeah.
And he says the thing about Black Lives Matter, which I agree with him, was saying that if you are about the organization Black Lives Matter, then you have to come to terms with who they are.
Right.
And they said that they are for the destruction of the American family, for the instilling of a socialist agenda, and they want to get rid of all structures and institutional structures.
Wait,
and stuff
who says
like
that?
I'm Black Lives Matter. If you go on Black Lives Matter webpage.
Wow.
Black Lives Matter website, they pretty much say what they're about.
Agenda is.
Right,
yeah.
what their agenda is. As an organization.
Yeah.
Now, the phrase Black Lives Matter means something totally different.
I know.
But what's happened is they're kind of like they've all like jumbled in one another. And
but
so
several of them have passed away for weird reasons. You know, they found several of the Black Lives Matter founders dead on doorsteps, hung, committed suicide.
Oh, really?
Alleged, yeah, like 4 of them to date so far that have been active members of the original thing. It's
okay.
Crazy. It's like, and I'm like, this can't be a mistake. You know?
As an organization, they started in what, 2013, 2012, 2013, somewhere around there.
It was 2 women, I think, started, right? Or I'm not sure. I'm not sure, and I don't have the education on Black Lives Matter. I do know that George Soros funds it. That's what I do know. George Soros is the biggest funder of this, and he's a liberal billionaire.
Yeah.
That basically says, okay, now in true fashion of an Alex Jones, who I first heard of Black Lives Matter through Alex Jones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Alex Jones was always saying how George Soros funds these organizations. It basically puts a battery in the back and says, yeah, you should get social change. You should get everything you want. And here's $1 million. Here's go out there and shake the tree. Because he gets wealthy from it.
Right.
Things that happen that rattle when, he catches all the lint that falls off.
Lint. Oh, that's an excellent analogy.
So
that, like just standing under the tree.
Yeah.
When you shake it, he catches it all.
Yep. And
resells it back to you.
Yeah, I'm sure. So
you can get a mask.
Black Lives, yeah, you get a blacklivesmatter.com. Why us? We must fight. Well, we could go read this and see. Oh, by the way, that was Mayor Michael Frey, I think his name was, of Minnesota. He was the mayor of Minnesota.
Okay.
And he was booed off of. It was Mayor Jacob Frey. Booed Minneapolis because they asked him, will you change this? Will you stop the cops from doing this? Will you, they gave him like a punch list and he was like, I'm not going to take a test here. And he says, look, I'm with my, the police. I stand behind them. We need this. This is part of the government.
Right.
And they was like, get out of here. Kicked him out and he just looked like a lost puppy. That couldn't find his way.
Dejected and whatnot.
My, oh my.
Yeah, he could have, Now, what if he did the flip? What if he said, I'm the fucking mayor.
Yeah,
you
go home.
You leave.
You guys go. No permit, you go home.
Oh, fuck that. You know what? Get these motherfuckers out of here.
Yeah. Do like Trump. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Boy, oh boy.
Look at my African American.
Look at my African American in the corner. Love those guys. JLP seems to be a big success, huh? You're having some fun.
I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun. It's nice. I got a handful of people that are agreeing to do it. So
you're up to 5.
I'm gonna have I'm up to 5. I recorded 6.
Okay.
The rest of this month, I've got other people who are going to do it. And
nice.
It's fun.
Nice. It is a good listen. I had it on while I was riding. Actually,
nice.
It's nice to listen to it when I'm riding. And I've couple of audiobooks I've been riding too. So that's my kind of like.
Where do you get your audiobooks from? Do you do Audible? Okay. Okay. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Never ask me those kind of questions online.
Damn it, I should know. We'll edit this out.
Yeah, no, I'm the dark web guy. So I have a lot of fun doing that. I'm actually listening to 50's the 50th Power, the 50 Laws of Power.
Oh, really?
50 Cent, yeah. Really good. Read by he got a British guy doing it.
It's like for some reason, like when it's a British accent, you think, oh, well, must be.
This is great.
This must be authentic.
This
must be real.
Authentic. And then in the hood, you see where the stride of the people go from here to there.
That's got to end.
And Farmers and 134 is where 50 reigned. Guy Brewer.
That's got to end.
It's
because
just
some of it doesn't make it. Because then you get guys like Trevor Noah, who I think is the most unfunniest motherfucker around.
But who made him our spokesperson?
Well, exactly.
Weren't we somewhere and someone said, "Oh yeah, I listened to Trevor Noah," and
we're like, what? Like what?
What's that got to do with us?
Exactly.
He's South African. He's South African. He said the same thing. Drink your soda. He's South African. He doesn't represent us.
And I, number one, I don't think he's funny.
No.
Number two, he has this weird delivery.
It's the accent.
The accent I think gets him over, but he has this weird delivery in which he's like trying to convince you it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm about to say something funny.
Yeah.
You should laugh at the end of this. Rather than just be fucking funny.
Just be funny, yeah. This content is somewhat like you have to go with him. You have to go down that path with him.
But that's a long path.
That's a long path.
And I don't have that kind of time.
I did watch his documentary, which was fairly very nice.
Oh yeah,
it gave me a better understanding because I had no history of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know how he grew up, super poor, and
he grew up in a shitty circumstances, right?
Very shitty, and but then adopted, then moved around, orphan, that kind of shit. Really, really interesting story, and he just basically was the exact same thing. Went to a comedy show, and it was like, "You're not funny." You have to be funny to get here. And they was like, well, I'm going to fucking show you. I'm South African.
But comedians are like the realest people, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's a shame that we're starting to shut down comedians over the last couple of years.
Damn.
Everybody hates Joey Diaz. Like,
why?
Apparently
What, he said something?
Because he was telling... He was
color?
telling some stories about when he was younger. Mm-hmm. Like everything Joey Diaz does, he lets you know how much of a dick he was. And how he's kind of evolved from it. And so he told some stories about there was some comics he knew that he wouldn't let get on stage unless they agreed to suck his dick. Or something like that. Okay. Now that's horrible shit. But he's saying it as to tell a story.
Tell the story.
As to this is how fucked up things can be. So now, people want to get rid of Joey Diaz, and Joey Diaz doesn't give two shits about anybody.
No.
So if anything, you just like ramped up Joey Diaz and
I'm telling you, it's like you done gave him ammunition.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, I can. Amazingly, how most people have never heard of him until this will come out. Like, So I don't understand why people think that the rhetoric or whatever, just attacking someone hurts them in this world.
You give them more.
Yeah.
They definitely get if they rely on their social media platform, you definitely give them more fuel there.
Yeah, I've always went on the principle was no publicity is bad publicity. Like it's all good. Like when I had the New Jersey Nets, we got cease and desist letter. Mm-hmm. I was like, we made it.
Exactly. Somebody paid attention to us.
We're out there. The New Jersey Nets, the Brooklyn Nets sending me a letter saying cease and desist, street equities, not to duplicate. Fuck. So I'm getting noticed. And of course we complied, and had to fix a few things around and take shit off the website and do all of that stuff. But man, that didn't bother complying at all.
Yeah, that's one thing a lot of people say. Like you have to look at you have to love even your haters.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
even people hate your stuff, and if they're taking time to watch and comment, that's all you want.
Got him.
That's right. I got you.
I got you. Speaking of comedians, that's why I was pulling this up. This kid, James Davis, he's a comedian. I never heard of him before.
Okay.
He's hosting a show called Awake. It's on Netflix. It's a game show.
Okay.
Listen to this. They put 6 or 7 people in a room, right? They have $1 million in quarters, and you have to count them.
What?
You have to count them, and you get 24 hours, and you can't go to sleep. So you have sleep deprivation for 24 hours counting quarters. No pen, no pad. Mm-hmm. You have to remember what you counted, right?
Okay.
After the 24 hours of you counting these things, they bring you into the arena and start these little dexterity tasks. Like drink water from a cup with a tube on your end. You can't bend your elbow, and you gotta like pour it in, spit the water out. It's hilarious. It's really funny. And it's really funny to see. I don't know how much of its truth is like how, if these people are really deprived. They have shown some guys tap out, like, I can't do this. They call it a medic. They got ambulances on. It's really a good show, man. I'm up to like 10 episodes called Awake. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, 8 episodes. So I kind of went through them all. I was in the shop one day and just turned it on. And I was like, oh, this is funny. Actually, we were down here watching it because we're running out of shit to watch. But what I guess the segue to this was the fact that this kid James Davis, who I've never heard of, now I went back and started looking for stuff, and I finally got stuff on YouTube and stuff, and he's gone to the Comedy Store. He did his work, you know what I'm saying? And he's funny. He's pretty funny, and he hosts the show very nicely. He has a nice little style to him. So that seems to be working, if you follow the template of
Awake. All right.
Yeah, it's pretty good game show. It's the $1 million, and you get to win $1 million, or you could win the cash you counted. Okay. Or you could win the $1 million, or you could win the cash that everyone counted, according to if you can comply with the
$1 million
contests.
in quarters.
Yeah, the contests are really wacky. They're silly. But they're all dexterity things, hand-eye coordination.
Right.
And to be 24 hours not sleeping, not rest. And they test it. The meter is based on well-rested people doing it. So people that have had 8 hours of sleep, they do the challenge themselves, but not on TV.
Okay.
Like they show a score from this is what rested people scored at during this challenge. You should score at least
something. Something in
half of that,
like half of that or something. Okay, all right, interesting.
Yeah, in the wonderful world of game shows of trying to come up with something creative and without killing someone.
And we kind of love making fun of people though.
Oh, 100%.
We just love hey, will you eat that?
Yeah,
you'll eat that, right? Oh. Give you $1 million.
Was it Joe
You'll
Rogan?
Be on TV, yeah.
Scott was on that, right?
On Fear Factor.
Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Oh, eating bugs and
just
crickets
this weird shit. And
yeah,
he said he would say that as time went on, he said they just got crazier and crazier and crazier.
And it's like what's happening?
And he was like, "You guys are gonna fucking kill somebody."
You think? Yeah, very much. So, man, it looks like sports are ramping up.
Getting there. Who knows, man? I mean, some people
it's getting weirder every day, right?
It begs the question: should we even be doing this now? If everything's gonna start, stop, then is it even gonna be worth it? So, who knows?
TBT basketball tournament. It's called the basketball tournament. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
It is a basketball tournament where non-NBA players. Obviously, it's a world league. And it's gotten big. It's $1 million something.
TBT.
Yeah, it's $1 million cash. You get $1 million when you win this thing. And this team called Overseas Elite is won every year because they get the best players from around the world. And these are players you've seen in the NBA, maybe post, maybe their careers, or maybe they haven't been signed in a while. Joe Johnson. You remember Joe Johnson?
Joe Johnson.
From the Phoenix.
The greatest. He played with the Nets.
ISO Joe. Yeah, played with the Nets.
He's been called the greatest. I've called him the greatest average basketball player in the league. Yeah.
Yeah. He was, to me, him and Carmelo have that same isolation game. He's just a little better at it than Melo, because he doesn't get ahead. I don't think Carmelo has a little bit of a head on him where he, has to do it. And ISO Joe can go on you all day long, but he has no problem giving up the ball.
Right.
Like Melo won't give up.
Melo won't give up the ball.
He won't give up the ball.
But Joe Johnson, he was a good player.
He's
really
killing them out there.
Is he really?
He's out there scoring 30 a night. These young kids that are out there playing, because it's like an unlimited league, so it's like pro.
But shouldn't you pool that a little bit better?
What?
Because Joe Johnson is, look, even on his worst day, he's probably better than 99.9% of people that play basketball.
So these are the teams. There's House of Pain, Red Scare, Golden Eagles.
I saw this.
The Sideline Cancer is a team. Overseas Elite. These guys. The championship will be Tuesday. No fans in the gym. You can see there's no fans in the gym. Very exciting. ESPN is stepping in shit here because they're covering it. And they got, and the games are pretty fun. They're pretty fun since we have no other basketball. So
right, if you're a basketball fan.
If you're a basketball fan. So you do get some basketball here. Winner take all, $1 million sent with Zelle.
Okay. With Zelle? What's that?
Zelle. You don't know what Zelle is?
No.
That's like Quick Pay. It's like Chase Quick Pay. Zelle is
okay.
Yeah, Zelle is the money mover.
A money mover.
Money mover.
Which is probably going to be how we do business now, from now on.
Absolutely, that is the way. It's cashless.
You got that $50 on me? Oh, sure.
Yeah, beep. I do it all day long. I'm Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. I've
used Cash App. I don't like Venmo.
Yeah, well, that's PayPal's version of.
I just don't like it because you can see other people's transactions.
So somebody told me, right? Well, I went on the Venmo and I was like, oh, Sarah just sent $20 to Jim. And I'm like, fuck, why do I need to see this? It scared the shit out of me. And I was like, oh, Oren just accepted money from this one. I was like, no, this is not how this is supposed to. And why? Why do that?
Right.
Why
would that be on the platform?
I don't understand it. And you're right. I don't like Venmo. Fuck you, Venmo. That's Elon Musk's company.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is Venmo Elon Musk? Yeah, it's got.
He sold it. I believe he sold it.
It's got to be something in which to do it, I mean, well, I guess to do it would just cost a lot of money. But
What?
there's got to be some kind of like privacy walls.
Yeah.
To which you can't see that.
Yeah,
you know,
but
like in the Cash App. The Cash App is the direct one-on-one transaction.
Yeah.
Like there's no pool. There's no like everybody's not in the pool
No.
together, and you're trying to figure out
No.
who's fucking each other or whatever.
Yeah, no, that
Cash App is like a one-on-one thing. I've done Cash App before. I like Cash App.
Yeah, fucking Venmo. You just paid a prostitute $75.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yeah.
Invasion of privacy, you fuckers. It probably says it in the thing when you didn't. Yeah, you agree. Yeah, give me the fucking.
So we can publish
thing.
all your stuff. And
There's
it's being
no.
fed
I
to
don't know the
government.
value of it. Maybe there is value for him, like well, the people who have it, because maybe they get to see. Ooh, look at all these people.
Maybe the idea is that all of your transactions are relatively public, and therefore, if you're up to no good,
deterrent maybe.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, but what difference does it
You
make,
would
Jim?
use it here,
You know when it says Pablo Escobar transferred $1,000 to you, then you should worry. Then maybe. I don't think people need to.
Imagine seeing like you pick it up like boom, Pablo Escobar.
Right. Pablo, it's burying money, man. He's got to get rid of it. Is that guy? Is he finished? He's
dead. Pablo Escobar?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. What's
Chappo?
Chappo.
I think he died also.
No, he was in Brooklyn. Like he was. This was.
I don't know. I can't remember.
El Chappo.
Look it up.
He was in Brooklyn at the court. I remember they were holding him here, in Brooklyn.
I remember he escaped through a hole.
Yeah, like a tunnel.
just some basic shit.
Yeah. Like, who fucking left the door open? Like
somebody left the door open. So we didn't have that. You left the door open.
Yeah,
it's not. He didn't have freaking Jack Ryan come get him or some shit like that. This is, he dug a hole.
He dug a hole. You know, amazingly, that's not uncommon for people to crawl through the fucking toilet.
Yeah,
like the roughing of the toilet, like they move the toilet. And
you pull the toilet out, you rip
that
out,
fucking thing
you got
open.
a huge freaking
go through the shitter
there if you want to do it.
Where is El Chapo right now? Mexican authorities recaptured him following a shootout in 2016, extradited him to U.S. a year later. In 2019, he was found guilty on a number of criminal charges related to his leadership of the Sinaloa cartel. Those guys are mean. As currently serving a life sentence at ADX Florence.
Okay.
That's a maximum state prison. A maximum prison. A maximum federal prison.
Where is it?
Florence? Don't know.
ADX Florence.
Well, this is how Google works. Where is... Hey, Alexa, where is ADX Florence? See if this bitch can get it right.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, ADX Florence is in central Colorado in unincorporated Fremont County, near the town of Florence. Did that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexa.
You better not give no extra shit.
Thanks for your feedback.
Okay. Because sometimes she wants to offer extra shit and stuff.
No, I didn't ask you that.
Yeah. No. Wow, it's in Fremont County, Colorado. Got him in the middle of the fucking
middle
of nowhere.
Gets a lot of digging.
You've been to Colorado before?
Yes, I've been to Colorado.
You like it?
I do like it.
I heard a lot of people like it. Never been. It's one of my. Why haven't I been there and just don't know why? You know.
I like it. I like Colorado. Fort Collins, I was in.
I heard Vail is nice, man.
Vail, was that in Vail? I don't think it was in Vail. Denver, yes.
Yeah, Denver. Everybody knows Denver, but there's something's supposed to be with their airport. It's supposed to be something the most efficient airport.
Is it really?
And yeah, it's supposed to be built on some kind of a geothermal plant or something. Never heard this?
No.
I don't know where I get this.
Maybe we should go to Denver.
Yeah.
Do the show in Colorado.
How about that?
Colorado.
The Reminders are from Colorado. The group.
Yes, the group The Reminders, yes. Yes, they are.
That's Beeve's niece, a friend.
They're nice.
Yeah, they're pretty dope. I like them. I like their style. They're very family orientated. They do a lot of shows. I'm sure that they're suffering now. Like all the people gig.
Yeah.
You know, who's
well, you need gigs, and so if you're not doing it, you get gigs. Especially if you're, like if you're small and you need gigs.
I've seen what's it called? The Little Desk. You ever seen this? The little
Tiny Desk concert. Yes, from
concerts?
NPR. Yes,
that's fucking awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah.
I saw one with Primo and a band, and then I saw J. Rue the Damager had one. They're pretty cool. I like that. What's it called? Tiny Desk Concert.
Sponsored by National Public Radio. It's nice. Tons of people on there. But Big Daddy Kane did it. And
oh yeah, I got to go back and watch some more of them. They're pretty
nice,
cool.
man.
I like those.
All different types of music, all different genres of music. So it's, they don't restrict anything. It's not.
I love the mashups. I love when like Primo does like with a rock band or something and really mixing and cutting.
There was one really good one where with the two people who you wouldn't think would sound good together, Sting and Shaggy.
Oh yes, I saw that one,
and it was nice.
It was nice. It was really that song went viral. Like they said, it was crazy.
And Shaggy's an interesting entertainer because he doesn't rap, he doesn't sing.
Yes,
he pretty much just talks.
Talk you through it.
Yeah, he talks to you like a certain way.
Yeah,
and then we kind of say, "Oh, that's nice."
Yeah,
but he's not singing and he's not rapping. He's not. Hey, he's made it. Good for you, brother. Concerts. That means we can do that shit.
Oh, will you come with me to the... Yeah, Tiny Desk Concerts is a video series of live concerts hosted by NPR Music, and all songs considered to be hosted by Bob Boland in Washington, D.C. Wow.
I've never seen a host.
Right.
I've never seen
it just comes on.
I'm sure that I'm sure they're introduce somebody, and there's got to be like a way to get in.
The chart-topping rapper and songwriter performs... Oh, West Coast, Batman, Chicano Batman. I don't know, you could read this.
Chicano Batman.
Who's that?
I have no idea. This is Chicano Batman.
Learn something new every day, don't we?
Hello, Batman.
Yeah.
Anderson
Paak. He killed it.
Yes.
He killed this fucking show. He's dope.
I found Anderson Paak through Tiny Desk Concert because I was watching it, and then I came across this dude. I'd never seen him before. And then I learned about Anderson Paak, and Anderson Paak's dope.
He's one of those what do you call him, savants? Like he's just multi-talented.
Yeah, he's just like he is. I hate saying this, sounds corny, but like he is music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
doesn't sound corny. It's a good expression because he embodies. He's the personification of music. I mean, he's got complete rhythm. I mean, he's totally talented. It just flows like water with him. I mean,
exactly,
I can't fucking tie my shoe, brush my teeth at the same time. This fucking guy is doing this and singing.
Well, I don't think anybody
freestyle.
can tie their shoe and brush their teeth at the same time. But
just giving you a degree of difficulty. A degree of difficulty.
If you can do that, let me know. We'll put you on the road.
Well, you remember this? They used to do this in school. Tap your head,
tap your
head,
and rub your stomach.
Yeah.
It's easy. I got a big stomach though, so maybe that's.
You could do a few circulations. Oh man, so so it looks like, and we talked about sports a little bit. The NBA is gonna move around, and they're getting ready. The teams are down there.
They got their bubbles.
The bubbles.
Set up.
That's what I was talking about.
And apparently, I was listening to this sports reporter talking. Listening to sports radio, and he said he tried to get in, and they wouldn't let him in. So the security in that joint is
it's
tight.
working. Yeah. What you call it? They said that they were asking a bunch of players, "What did you do to make yourself comfortable? Did you bring gadgets? Did you bring?" He said most of everybody brought like certain things like their Xbox and their game systems, their consoles. But other than that, regular. But Lou Williams, Sweet Lou, I love this guy. He brought a fucking studio, like a mini studio. You know what I'm saying? Because he records. He's made several albums. I mean, he's nice.
Really?
Yeah. Him and Dame Lillard. And even Steven Jackson is a rapper too. You know what I'm saying? He raps too also. And
see, that doesn't play though.
No, he's retired obviously. Right. Him and Matt Barnes have all the smoke.
Right,
podcasts.
That's right.
Yeah. But somehow they only when they ask like and from all the smoke podcasts we have Matt Barnes. Like they'll always interview Matt Barnes because Steven Jackson is on some. Man, I ain't fucking playing around with you guys. He is not politically correct at all.
Right. Yeah, no.
And he goes for the kill.
He's off the cuff and he speaks his mind.
Well, I'm sure he's spending a lot of time with this movement over his friend George Floyd. He was a personal friend of his. They actually look alike a little bit. They have that nose.
A little bit. Yeah.
Picture. I've seen several George Floyd pictures that don't look like the same person every time. But then I've seen pictures of myself a couple of years and you look funny. You're like, wow, you got a tan, or you shaved your head, or you don't have your glasses on today, or something like that. And it spurs a lot of controversy on to the tinfoil hatters.
Recreation of the image.
Yeah. Yeah. So in the bubble is the safest place to be. So we shall see, man. But it's cool that they get to have these. Technology is the only way that's going to help us throughout this, I believe.
Yeah, to an extent. I mean, I guess it'll keep you from going crazy.
Right. It'll overcompensate for things you don't have. You don't have. You still can't replace food and stuff like that.
You can't replace that the
building, the relationship.
That freedom you have to just like if it's late at night and you just want to go out and go for a walk and just I just need to get out. I need to clear my head. Let me go for a drive and stuff and little stuff like that.
Maybe we'll all have those. The bubbles that they play with in the beach and you bump against each other. Maybe we'll just walk in those and go to work. And your own little bubble, you just walk. Yep. It stays 6 feet away. You can't you talk to somebody. It's like, hey, what's up, Jim? How you doing? Oh, I'm fine, Jim.
Or maybe you get like a little sensor that like you're walking, and then if somebody gets too close,
somebody
buzzes.
Somebody suggested that
buzzes your phone.
That will, when they do the vaccine again. My tinfoil hat friends. They suggested that once the vaccine comes out, it will have these nanos in it that will connect through your devices, etc., and it will tell you that, hey, you're too close to another person. You've been, and you get a demerit, and you get a, demolition man. Beep.
China does that.
Really?
China does it. China has a system by which you get like points for certain things.
Yes, they've incentivized.
Right, they've incentivized you. Well, no, not just staying apart, but just like behavior. So, if you ran a red light, or if got into an argument with a friend or something like that, then all of a sudden, if you get in trouble for something, well, we saw that you got into an argument with your friend and you cheated at basketball.
You're on a 7. You're a 7 on the
right.
The people meter,
like giving you a scorecard as to what kind of person you are.
Yeah, but who watches this stuff? Like, who's sitting at the top of the desk going, "This guy only has 7 points. He's going in the gutter."
The sad part is, it's people who are just as flawed, and so
pretty fucked up.
When you make a surveillance state, there's no mythical person doing it. It's people.
Yeah, it's people.
Like if you and me are making judgments on everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Some of y'all are gonna get burned simply because I don't like you.
Yeah. And to comment on that, I spoke on the last podcast. My buddy, he just shared. I mean, I was wrong about his salary. It's $50 an hour he makes. Contact trace.
$50 an hour.
$50 an hour, and he works 40 hours a week.
That's a career.
And sometimes 60 hours overtime. He gets overtime.
Wow.
In Brooklyn, Fort Hamilton, Brooklyn, testing over 100 people a day. He said it's nuts.
That's what $50 an hour.
It's a fucking job. It's a
that's
career.
$500.
It's a career.
2, 4, 3, 4. That's $2,000. 40-hour week is $2,000.
Good job.
Wow.
Good job. And he said it's boring as shit. It's nothing that you just take, zip in envelopes, put in the little, everything is checkbox, like,
right.
Just multiple choice. So, yep, done. Peel these labels off of here, stick them onto here. I when I got my test done the other day, I took urine and thing, and I couldn't go to the bathroom. Did I tell the story? Maybe I didn't. Oh, so they took my blood, and it's my annual checkup. I go every year on my birthday, but because of COVID, it got moved back a little bit. So I went a week after my birthday, and I couldn't go to the bathroom. I literally didn't have it. So she was like, "Well, go walk around, drink a water, go to the mall," and I did. I did. I went and got my tires looked at, and came back and drank. And the girl goes, "Oh, okay. Oh, you the guy that can't pee? You the guy? Okay, go over there and get. You have it?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Where'd you do it?" "I did it in the bathroom here. I'm not gonna do it in the street." You ask me where did I pee at? Like that, like the location matters.
I'm not homeless. I just like.
Right. Although I can, a Snapple bottle is just fine.
You have.
Yeah, I have.
But
so the point is she just didn't they put the label on, make sure it's you. I said, "Listen, I don't want to hear next week that I'm pregnant."
Right.
And she was like, "What?" But she totally didn't get the joke. And it ruined it for me. I was like, all right, you can't.
Isn't it such a deflator?
I hate it when you don't get the joke.
It's like, oh, okay.
All right, never mind. There's no point in trying to explain it. I
can't even talk to you now.
Yeah, I can't talk to you now. You clearly can't have a conversation with a jokester like me.
But were they handling it okay?
Yeah, it looked a little weird.
It seemed to be like it was
very wishy-washy. It was like, throw it in the tray over there with the rest of the piss.
With the rest of the piss.
And I was like,
how do we know that's my piss?
Yeah, and I know it's the one to the right. Like that for me doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, that one over there, like organized mess.
Yeah, no.
I don't know that it works, but
No.
if you got a handle on it, great.
No, you just might be pregnant.
Maybe they
Find
called
out.
out. And they called me and was like, "Oh, we got to talk." You know, like I was like, "Oh shit," and I was like, "Well, just watch your A1C and all this other stuff." And I'm like, "All right, I'm working on it. Getting my cardio in to kind of help the blood flow a little bit better." So all good, all good.
Hooray!
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 What's been up with you? Otherwise, Miles is growing expeditiously.
Miles is a freaking.
I see him diving. He's jumping off into the water. He loves the water.
He loves the water. Loves it. He just jumps right in. Did it off the diving board. Just scared the shit out of his mother.
Yeah.
He just went up on the diving board. He just did no fear.
No fear.
It's one of those things where like you don't want to get rid of that. You don't want to squelch that.
No. You gotta let him
make sure. Okay, look, I don't really want you running into traffic.
Yeah.
But it's fun. He's got this thing about water and concrete. Like he doesn't like when we go out for walks. We go to the park and stuff like that, and we're out in the grass and running around, kicking around a ball and stuff like that. He would rather go and run on the pavement.
Really?
He just I don't know. He just likes that better.
Stability.
I don't know what it is.
Mario's like that.
And when he falls, like when he falls on the grass,
Yeah.
he'll get up and he'll like take all this time and
No.
make sure he's okay and and he's like ow and stuff. When he falls on concrete, he just pops right back up
He knows it's real.
and just gets
Yeah.
up and just
Hard
keeps running
surface,
again.
He likes
he
likes
likes
absolute.
It's the weirdest thing. Like he'll turn down a beautiful big field of grass to run in an empty parking lot.
My buddy Super Mario's like that. He can't. Well, he has a thing with standing on surfaces that move, like that don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a phobia or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but
So on sand, he's
useless. It's like all his superpowers go away. He's done. So on sand, he's the strongest guy in the world. Put him on. He's like the what you call it from Glass. Like
yeah.
water. You knocked me out my chair. Oh my God. You maniacal evil bastard, but I can push you over and knock you off their chair.
I told you that movie was like last year, right?
Yeah.
The second one?
Maybe
It seemed
2
like
years.
seemed like such a long time ago. But I'm saying it seemed like such a long time ago.
I think 2 years ago because it shows on regular TV now, like like regular
Mr.
HBO.
Glass?
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. I don't know if I was disappointed. I just expected more.
Yeah, I think. We talked about that.
Yeah,
I think I
it's
expected more
over-expected.
too. I liked it, but I think I expected more.
Another great movie I just watched was Obsessed with Mekhi Phifer. The return of
Mekhi Phifer.
He plays a traveling guy looking for work. Black guy just out of work. He calls mechanic and tells him, hey, I want to look for a job, and gets on a bus and goes like out of his town.
Modern?
He's ex-convert, huh?
Modern or is it like,
Modern?
is it
Yeah,
period-
modern.
like
No, it's not a period
time?
piece.
Okay.
It's not like a slave thing or nothing like that. And he winds up falling in, he intervenes at a bar fight, and the guy helps an old man. Guys are like roughing him up, trying to steal his wallet. He's drunk, and the guy says, "Hey, let me thank you." And he says, "Nah, just it felt like the right thing to do, and no problem." And the guy was like, "Well, what are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm looking for work." And it's like, "Well, I can't hire you, but I got a little farm. You can help me there. And are you good with tools and stuff?" And he came over. Comes home, finds he's got this bad Russian wife, 30 years younger than him, and he's staring at. They do this black guy with the tools and the grease monkey, and staring at each other, and he starts banging the guy's wife, and the guy's like, he's old, and he's so excited about his car and doing all this stuff. I don't want to give the movie away because there's a huge punch to it. It's really good. It has this, I think the thing with movies when it's so obvious, there's got to be a twist.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, they're plotting.
They're taking me down this familiar path.
Yeah,
so
this is very familiar with the guys screwing the guy's wife, and then the old man comes one day, gets get in the car with me. We're going for a ride. So what the fuck is going on, man? What's up? What? Tell me. Be straight with me, man. And the guy's like, Mekhi Phifer's like, what do you mean? Like, I'm banging your wife, or like, and he was like, I mean, what do you want to do, man? I want to take this thing further. I want to make you my partner. And you could see him like, oh. Shit, I thought he was, and boy, oh boy, does this thing turn into
something else?
A whole something else.
Right.
That obsessed, yeah.
Obsessed with Mekhi Phifer.
Obsessed with Mekhi Phifer.
I'll start watching.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And of course, I am engulfed in The Chi season 3.
I haven't even started.
Man, oh man, it's gotten better. But my oh my, Lena Waithe, the director, who is bisexual, very vocal about it. I think she tricked us. I think she tricked us, man. She season 1 and 2 was The Chi, was super The Chi, like ghetto,
right?
Street. It almost had that Wire feel.
Okay,
like
right.
Yeah.
What's season 3?
It's a bunch of gay shit, man. They flipped the switch, man. They flipped, dude. And it's part of the reason why the guy Reg, I don't know if you know the characters, but one of the guys, he plays a street dude, whatever else. Allegedly, and I didn't research this, and no disrespect to Lena Waithe and her talent and creativity. I'm not here to tear, especially one of our sisters down. But this little bait and switch thing of, now I'm so hooked into it. It's like Empire. Like when Empire started doing it, you got caught up and it was like, oh, wait, what? I gotta watch him kiss and, Anyway.
So could it be, how many episodes is it in?
On the third season, it's up to 3 now. And now 4 comes on tonight. Okay. Which is, so the guy Reg, one of the guys they killed off, apparently he had a problem with doing a transgender scene, with
the actor.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't want to make, and the story is that he's supposed to make out with this transgender.
Okay.
And apparently he had a problem with it and was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, you could change it. Like, it's so, like, I guess he was saying, write it a different way. Why do you have to embarrass me like this? And why do you have to make me do it for the check? And if that's what you're going to do, I don't want to do it.
Okay.
And kudos to him.
Props to him. I mean,
if
he felt uncomfortable doing it, you shouldn't have to do it. But then, ultimately it's going to cost you your job. But okay.
Yeah. I mean, and then probably he'll have a tough time getting work, as more actors. Because they go, oh, you were combative. You didn't want to do this doo-doo scene.
They tried to do that to, somebody had a problem with, everybody started saying, well, would you kiss a transgender person? And everybody said, yes. And there's one person, I forget who it was, said no. So I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And so, oh, well, are you homophobic? No.
Genuine. It was Genuine.
Was it Genuine?
Genuine had an interview with a...
It was something like that. It was one of those guys, yeah. And
he was like, no. Like, it's not okay to advance yourself on me, and I'm supposed to take it? Like...
Right, exactly.
I'm sorry, you're a protected class. You can... Go ahead. Ram it in.
Exactly. Like, I'm not going to fuck you for the sake of fucking you. That's not how this shit works.
Come on, man. We can't do that.
Like, I don't accept every offer that comes my way.
Well, you're supposed to. You had made the song Pony.
So you're homophobic. No, I'm not.
What did you mean by ride that pony?
Who's riding who?
Right.
I want visual aids, and I want that at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, my
By
God.
ourselves, in color, with a bottle of cognac.
If that isn't the greasiest guy out, Genuine is slick. Him and Jermaine Jackson can win a slick-off contest.
He's like, shoo.
Yeah, dude, really greasy.
Speaking of what we talked about last week with... August Alsina or whatever, or this is whatever. This shit's becoming kind of loopy.
The plot thickens, right? It's like she said yes, right?
Yeah.
She kind of admitted it,
she admitted it, and apparently it's something that they did when they were broken up, split up, or whatever, or they didn't know what they were doing, or they were reconciling, and apparently, like, his whole damn family is pretty much shitting on him, like his son, Will Smith's son, is like against him, calling this dude dad or some shit like that, and stuff, and like it just the article I read just came out to say that Will Smith's kind of like by himself in this thing, and it's kind of like everybody's like making a switch You know, I definitely got opinions about his kids.
Yep, he should definitely put out an album. I mean, he should.
It's the time for it,
It's the
right?
time to put out some music, man.
Do something. You know,
reveals affair with singer August Alsina during marriage to Will Smith, and
right. And so, and it's what we said last week. Like, was this like? Because it made it seem like they had agreed to the yes, you can go ahead and have this thing, or was it that, or was it something else
like
going
you said,
on?
He may have gotten caught.
That you got busted, and then okay, well,
that's how we'll spin it.
Yeah, that's how. Right.
Well, we figured out now why he keeps passing out because he's getting some of that Pinkett Pussy.
That Pinkett shit tearing him out.
Making him pass out. Did you see the clip I put in the video?
Yes.
When he passed out?
Yes.
He kept falling off the stage.
Apparently that time, he had something. Apparently something was wrong with him.
Yeah, dehydrated.
Or something like that, and he had to have tests run and whatever. But according to you, he kept doing it.
Yeah, he did like 3 shows.
Like his thing.
Yeah, screwing around this chick at night, and then I don't know. You should have. I don't know. We'll
hope you signed your papers.
Yeah.
Hope those papers got signed. Because let's be real. Will Smith.
Catalog.
The Will Smith catalog is a lot deeper than the Jada Pinkett
That set it off
catalog.
money is gone. That money with her and Chloe and Latifah, they spent that bread.
Spent that shit. That's gone.
That money's gone. All that and fucking the Boys in the whatever she played in. She played in what? Boys in the Hood? I mean, yeah.
Was she in Boys in the Hood? No. She wasn't in Boys in the Hood.
Not Boys in the Hood. Menace. She was in
Menace.
That money's gone. She spent that bread.
That's hilarious.
And the show, she was in some doctor show or something she had. I don't know, man.
She had a couple movies. She did that movie with the movie Collateral.
Yes.
With
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise and Jimmy Fox.
Yes.
Fox. This was a good movie.
That was good.
Really good movie, by the way.
Tom Cruise played a cynical guy.
He was a sociopath. Just this hired killer, but he was just a sociopath. And yeah, you're right, man. That money's
long gone.
That money's gone.
I mean, since '96, she already told him, and she swore she never let Tupac hit it. That they were just best friends. You know how that best friend shit go.
All right.
Yeah.
Friends let friends.
Yeah. But I saw an interview. I don't know if it was chopped and audio chopped up, and they're talking about, now that we got this out your system, and you're back, I'm back. He was like, well, I'm gonna get you back, and she was like, no, not get me back like that. He said, no, I'm gonna get you back, and it cuts off, and I'm like, I don't know what's real anymore when you watch these little clips, because talking heads, mouths are moving, the words are coming out. You're not sure if it's the original file or whatever it is, and it just you can make things look their own.
It would be a shame if after all this time, I shouldn't say a shame, but that during this whole time Will Smith was just a loyal, dedicated family man, and he's got these loopy ass kids and apparently a bone hopping wife. So.
That just goes to show, like, the more you provide, like, money can't buy you happiness and the success. Look at Dr. Dre. Look at his wife.
Yes. No prenup. That's what our man KB said. So there is no prenup.
I'd be like, you sure that's not in here? The bitch signed something. She signed something.
No prenup.
I mean,
which means
spousal support.
Like, and she's an attorney, which means she can also go after his catalog. His catalog of music, which is probably more valuable than any asset he has right now. More valuable than his house, more valuable than any property he owns. His catalog of music is probably worth...
Damn. Some doctor you are, Dre.
God damn it.
So you should...
That's you should have the papers, like, ready, and then if you meet a nice chick, just, like, hand them to her.
Well, I guess, There is some validity or some truth to love was happening while it was happening.
It was happening.
And that became part of it, and she was part of that. Like, someone asked the question, would he have been so successful if they split up back then? He would have fucking freaked out maybe. Maybe he wouldn't have, he would have been in a dark place. Maybe.
Speculative, yeah.
Speculative.
Okay.
Always going to be speculative.
Yeah.
But maybe his career would not have gone that way. So you can only use the lineage of the past to show where you are now.
Yes.
And that was true. So the truth should lead you to now, and that's what the court's going to say. Like, it's speculative, but you were together. She managed the kids while you were working. She did this, she did that, and... Yeah. Jada Pinkett's available. swap. Just do a look.
Just flip it.
Billionaire wife swap.
Just flip it. Just flip
swip.
it. You guys got jets. You don't even need to be on land.
Wow.
You don't need to be in space. You can do it over the Atlantic Ocean.
Somebody said, I think Exhibit or one of those guys was like
Exhibit.
Yeah, I don't know where I dug that guy up from.
We're from Dr. Dre to Exhibit.
Well, he's told the story. I'm not sure if it was. I think it was him. He told the story about meeting with Dre to do some beats for his album and stuff like that. And he said Dre is like, somewhere in the middle of a hidden island. He's like, yeah, I'm going to send you the GPS coordinates, and I'm going to send you to where I am, and like I can't take a flight there. Like you can't,
right?
No, you can't. I'm in the middle of some island with some off the coast of Thailand and some crazy place that he bought and hangs out with. Like he's on a sat phone, and he said it took him 2 days to get there, and when he got there, this motherfucker's sitting out doing yoga in the middle of a yacht or somewhere. I said, bring him over here, bring him. And they did like a record in like 30 minutes or something like that, and he was like, all right, man, you can leave. And he was like, "What? We don't hang out, or
right? We don't.
Like,
we don't go to dinner. We don't.
We gotta go. Yeah, I need my piece."
Wow. What do you do if you need milk? What if you? If you need
swimming.
You're out of eggs, and what do you do?
These eggs are spoiled. Send them back.
Kill those chickens.
Damn.
We're having chicken for dinner.
My. The rich and famous live.
Hey, look, man.
Rich Negroes.
When you that gets in the class of like I wonder how you get there, like how you get to the point in which, like, is it because of your success you need to do that to preserve your sense of sanity? I
guess we'll never know.
Because if because what if you never became this successful? What if Dr. Dre? Okay, let's flip it. What if Dr. Dre was Exhibit? Moderately successful. Okay, not huge. But got a couple dollars.
Yeah.
But not hugely successful. Can't afford no island with its own coordinates.
GPS and
would you still be would you be sitting on top of 40 projects by yourself because you needed?
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, even in like I said, I'm listening to the audiobook, the 50 Cent, the 50 Laws of Power, and it's Robert Greene with him, the guy who did 48 Laws of Power. And it's written by him. He's smart. He went and had him do it, did the 50th law, which was like he made his own, and then had some British guy narrating it or whatever. Anyway, but he talks of this space of, how to maneuver between, at that point when he realized he has to leave the hood to have more success. And the amount of people that keep grabbing you saying, don't leave us. So if I don't leave you, then I'm broke with you guys.
Right.
Why let me go? Stop holding me down so that I can go do what I got to do. And if you guys are smart, you can find a way to meander through it. Like he always said about the G Unit guys, it was like these guys could never make their own money. Like they just didn't know how to generate cash with all of the success they had.
They couldn't make their own money.
Same like Beanie Siegel and these guys and the rock guys. And Jay gives you the lane, man.
Gave him a record label.
Man, clothing company,
and record label,
movie company. They had all that stuff. And I guess at some point, if you don't. Not everybody could do it. Not everybody.
No.
That's
it takes a different DNA.
Yeah, it really does.
It takes a different DNA, and you have to be willing to be stupid for a bit and let somebody else show you how to do it.
Yeah, you have to be a student. You have to really be a student of the game that you want to be the best at. And every time they ask me this question on interviews and everything else, where do you see yourself 5 years? Your job.
Exactly. I'm doing your job.
Okay.
That's it.
Guess I'm out.
That's right. So you better not fuck up.
Right. I'm on you. I'm on
you. Yeah. Which probably means I'm not going to get hired. So.
Right. Because I just didn't come.
Because I basically said I'm coming for your job.
Right. Right. It's a gift and a curse question unless you find the right guy with the, ambition.
Who understands? Yeah.
Who understands that? A little ambition.
Who understands that? Because you need actually that dude to sort of make you bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If I had a couple of me's around, I can get a lot of shit done. I can make a lot of money too.
Yourself.
Yeah. Very hard to do, even though I'm a Gemini.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about it.
Your father's birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
What's today?
7/12.
Today's the 12th?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the 13th.
7/13.
13th. Yes.
Ali's father is also 7/13. Also.
Rest well. Oh, okay, really?
Yeah, rest
Oh,
well.
wow.
Both of them. They both had the same birthday.
Okay. Mm-hmm. They never knew each other.
Yep. Never knew each other.
Would have been nice.
Oh, that Earl Klugh, all that jazz music reminds me of those car rides in his car. He played a lot of jazz.
He played a lot of stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Like a lot of smooth.
Soft rock and
soft. Yeah. Yeah. Did I ever tell you about when he tried to
Chevy
teach me
Nova.
how to drive?
No.
He tried to teach me how to drive, and I was coming off of the
Nova or the Cavalier?
the Cavalier,
I wanted that car.
and I
really.
almost wrecked the car
Ooh.
when we were coming off of Little Neck Parkway.
Really?
Came off of Little Neck Parkway, and I came off the. I must have been going like 45 miles an hour. Trying to hit the corner. Just,
Man.
oh man,
Fun times.
It was all right.
Yeah. I've not had any of those moments with him.
No.
I don't remember not one or two.
You haven't, and I can only remember of a couple myself.
Not a throw a ball, not a.
Yeah.
Not a.
Oh, none of that. None of that.
Other
No.
than sitting and watching football.
Yeah.
Or going, like we went to Great Adventures once. I think he took us to Great Adventures, or took us to.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember Great Adventures?
No, not with him.
Yeah, I do remember him taking us to Great Adventures.
The only thing I remember that time when he was trying to teach me how to drive, and he took me to the to this theater where we saw the Hagler Hearns fight, which was dope. But he was stone fucking drunk.
Wasn't the porno theater here on
It was one of the theaters off of
Jamaica Avenue?
no, not on
Queens
Jamaica
Village,
Avenue.
the Queens Village side.
Further closer to where he lived.
Okay, hillside.
So, yeah, and he was dead. Like, it's like, if I was a couple years older, I would have said, no, I'm not, are you crazy? I'm not going with you. You're fucking drunk. You know?
Boy. Well, that's it. Well, rest well, Dad.
So happy birthday.
Happy birthday in advance, or that'll be your birthday when we air this. But, yeah. Okay.
Let's call it.
I am going to call it.
Let's call it.
We're going to push the button.
Push the button and we're going to go no, and we're going to see you there.
All right, everybody. It's a Jada Pinkett weekend.
It's your turn.
It's your turn. If you play your cards right, you can get some Pinkett Pussy. This is Two Bros Podcast, episode 103.
Dot.
For you.
Pinkett Pussy.
Do-do, 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 do-do.